Orville Nation, are you ready for some... And hello, Orville Nation. Good to see everyone. And hello, Elihu. What did I get? Did I get static? Did I give off static when I was saying Latchkuuuuuuuuum? Really? I don't. I hope I didn't. I gave a really good Latchkuuuuuuuum. I did my best. I did my best Monday Night Football interpretation. Hello, Resolute. Hello, Thomas Potts. Hello, everybody. Let's see who's in here, guys. And there was people in here early. Let me just say hello from the beginning. Hello, Chuck. Good to see you, Chuck Marble. And Chuck will be joining us soon, hopefully. And hello, Captain Fandom Nerd, formerly Captain Trek. He's done with Trek. He's going to be just the captain of all fandoms now. Hello, Maria Tiantelli, Galinda. Hello, Space Kitties, Galinda, Louise Sparrow. Phantom Outsider, good to see you guys. That's an interesting point, Phantom. Hello, Mr. Lundell. Let's see who else is in here. Elihu Who, good to see you, Elihu Who. Let's see, John DeMarco. Good to see you, John. I'm glad Professor got through to you. Awesome. Hello, Jessica Castillo. Good to see you. Let's see. I saw a few. Hey, Lord Thoth. Good to see you, Lord Thoth. Awesome, my friend, to see you. Medallion is in here. Let's do this thing. And I saw a couple of other names. Lady Mist. Good to see you, Jeff B. Good to see you, Lady Mist. Jeff B. Good to see you, Jeff B. And let's see who else we got. I saw a few other names I just want to make sure I get to. Professor Brainy Specs, there he is. The Rambling Canucks other half. They got a great history show going on. Guys, please put in. Guys, you guys have wrenches. All you guys who have wrenches, please put in your channels. And let's get through that. If you see a channel that's being posted in the chat, please give them a sub and go check them out when you have time. But the most important thing is to go ahead and give them a sub right now, so you're connected to them. Hello, Jim Westbrook. Good to see you. Yeah, so make sure you're subbed to everybody, guys. We all grow together. Hashtag we grow together. Resolute. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. I think douchebag Kylo. Good to see you. Good to see you. I was talking to you in the chat last night. Yeah, we were on Doomcock last night. And guys, the day before, what a treat. What a treat when we had John here, John Kassar here. Wow. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch the last stream. It was 2 nights ago. It was Friday. and I'm sorry, Saturday. And hello, Keith Mitchell. And it was good to see you, Keith Mitchell. Yes, Midnight Blue, absolutely amazing. Um, it was an impromptu. John Cassar just came in and started doing a Q&A for us, and it was wow, what a treat, what a treat! And thanks to everybody who connected us, John, Jessica, and Maria. Maria's the best wrench, by the way. Larry, good to see you, Larry. Thomas Potts. All right, guys, awesome to see all of you. I actually caught some of your appearance on Doomcock last night. What are they? Yeah, this. I got to tell you, it's Medallion. Sometimes it's hard, man. When you go on, I've been guests on other channels, and even on my own channel with panelists. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. But everybody has their opinion, and of course we respect that as long as it's fair. As long as I think it's fair. I have been calling out my friend Anti-Trucker because I think he's I don't know what he's doing. But everybody else, as long as they, you're allowed not to like things. So, see, the thing is, I think Anti-Trucker really likes it, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Anyway, but anybody else, and I'll. By the way, I had several of you guys asking me if the only person I was calling out was my dear friend Michael J. Crawford, the Anti-Trucker, Salty Trucker. Because we're good friends and I'm just busting his chops. That's all. The Orville follows, I'm not talking about anybody else, guys. The Orville follows real science, according to John Cassar. That spell check really does number, right? John Caesar. If you want to learn real science, check out What's Up with the Universe on Elihu Who. Absolutely. Yeah, Elihu is going to be, I see Elihu doing eventually like being a guest on Cosmos, in a few years. I like his channel. I like Elihu's channel. I, for one, am still hoping the Orville goes all the way to season 27. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Listen, when TNG finished, I'm like, 7 seasons. That's it. That's it. Stargate. Our friends over at Stargate, Brad Drake, Joe Malazzi, and the entire production cast and crew, our friends over at Stargate have 17 seasons of Stargate. And whoever thinks that, there's all this hype about movies, right? There's all this hype about movies, but the reality is that Stargate has been a gem for MGM, and the reality is that television can produce an obscene amount of revenue if it's done correctly and marketed correctly, and listen, we hope the Orville is going to get more marketing done, and we even have somebody in the community who's going to do who wants to do a Latchkuuuuuuuum. We'll see if they can get permission to do a Latchkuuuuuuuum. We have a lot of talent in our community. So television, which is now, so before there was this polarity of television and movies, and now the streaming is kind of like in between, right, of television and movies, and especially what Seth and crew are doing now. I mean, they basically made 10 mini movies. It really is between television, traditional television, and streaming and movies. The streaming platforms, listen, their television in regards to with in terms of streaming platforms have a infinite potential revenue wise, right? So let's get freaking 20 seasons, 27, Jim says. Let's get as many let's get a whole bunch of seasons and then a spin-off, right? you imagine down the road a spinoff where Lamar is the captain of his ship? You imagine that? Or Kelly is the captain of her ship? Wow. Sorry, I was just rambling on. Douchebag, good to see you. I just checked season 3, episode 6 mere minutes ago. Our relation, if they fixed that 5-month error, it has been updated. Has been updated by Hulu yet? Yeah. Well, listen, it's meant to be fun. Like you said, we can pick poke holes in anything really. Doomcock is an awesome name, Jessica says. Yeah. Well, more important, Doomcock is an awesome guy. Let's keep some positivity for the last stretch. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, Medallion, on Wednesday, and for the last 2 episodes, I really could not do this before, and I hate committing to things and then not following through, so I could not do this before, but I think we can do it for the last 2 episodes. We're going to do a pre-episode. We're going to do a pre-episode panel, party, celebration, you name it, we're doing it. We're going to start at 10:45 Eastern, right, which is 7:45 Pacific, and we're going to go till the time of the premiere, which is at midnight Eastern, right, and that would be 9 p.m. Pacific. So we're going to have a pre. I wish we could all watch it together. I really wish we could all watch it together. That would be that'd be fantastic. Down the road, when we do rewatches, we might be able to do something. But yeah, this is a premiere, and it's important that everybody watches it on their own. By their, it's important that people watch. Well, if you have to share, maybe you can share if somebody doesn't have access. But in general, people should be watching it on their own to make sure that the numbers for Hulu are what they should be for the Orville, what the Orville deserves, right? And I had to take Space Kitty to the vet. Oh, I heard about that. You said everything was okay though, right, Glinda? I think you said everything was okay, so I'm glad. History with R&R, Professor Brady Specs and Rambling Canuck. Yes, make sure you guys check that out. Salty Trekker has been drinking Drano. That's funny. Yeah, I don't listen. I'm not going to say anything more. I already said too much about my friend. I already said too much. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. This last episode is most certainly not a 2. A 2. Yeah. So I'm going to go on his, you know what? Don't think that I don't talk about anybody, guys. I don't talk about anybody. So I'm going to go whenever I can. I'm going to go jump on his stream on one of his open panels and talk to him. Because I want to figure out what I want to understand. I really do understand what he's doing. Sometimes your channel, sometimes your channels make you do weird things in order to, to have the numbers meet up. So, that's Professor's Twitter. He's putting out his Twitter, guys. Jeff is a great panelist, and Jeff is going to be joining us. I saw John DeMarco in chat. He's going to be joining us. Mr. Lindell is going to be joining us. We're going to have I want to really open up this panel to people who have not been on the panel before. We're gonna have a panel on the celebration, on pre-episode celebration. I vote for Orville season 24 and 6 seasons. I vote the Orville to season 24. Oh, okay, and 6 seasons and a movie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A couple. Well, I don't know. These are almost movies. I could. Wow. You know what would be awesome? Like a great. What is it called? What is it called? Fathom, right? A great Fathom event would be to go see like Identity, like part 1 and 2, like in the theater together with just like big huge Orville Nation meetup. I'm working on those meetups. I have a crazy idea. but I can't say anything about it yet because I starting a new job and I have to figure out how this is all going to work. But I have the biggest harebrained scheme of an idea for a meetup. So um, I'll update you guys on my progress. And I've gotta be able to physically be there, of course. So I gotta make sure it works with. I gotta make sure it works. Um, Season 4, give us some more. We made it. Yeah, we made it this far. Yeah. Let's give it. Let's give us a. Let's give us a um, a multi-season renewal. Hulu, Disney, multi-season renewal. Where science fiction came first? Not a lot. Alas, not nowadays. Yeah, I see what you mean. The Orville needs to go to season 35 with 7 spin-offs. Yeah, we need spin-offs. We can't say that yet, but because they have to be more established. But yeah, but we need spin-offs. Yeah, we need spin-offs. Absolutely. And you know what? It's going to be interesting because whenever you get a spin-off, you're going to get a whole bunch of brand new characters. It'd be interesting to see. It would be really interesting to see what, with the Orville already established, like what a whole bunch of new characters would look like coming from Seth's mind, right? And the rest of the writers. Um Speaking about that, I am going to reiterate something I've been saying for a long time. I want to see. I would still love to see a Joe Malazzi written episode of the Orville. Joe, if you're out there listening to us on the replay, I don't think you're in the chat. I would love to see a. I think Joe is one of the most talented writers out there. Dark Matter. Joe just like helped transform and shape Stargate into what it was and what it has become. I think that I don't know. I really want to see a Joe Malazzi episode someday down the road. That'd be awesome. Wishful thinking, but not so wishful. Joe's the number one. Joe is the number one. What is it called? He is the number one contributor to the Sci-Fi Channel ever. That says a lot. As an executive producer writer. Unfortunately, I think this is the last season, especially since nothing was. No, Thomas. No. Don't worry about it, my friend. We're gonna get more. We just got to show up for the last. We got to show up for the Orville in these last 2 weeks, but we're getting more for sure. The Orville's doing spectacular numbers for Hulu and and for Disney Plus because everybody who's watching. And listen, this is we got to remember, people living in the States got to remember this is a world premiere. The Orville did a world premiere. It's we're picking up, holy crap, the Orville, and this is why we're doing La Nación Orville in Spanish. We're going to be doing a stream. I haven't been able to actually do it yet, but we are picking up tons of fans in for all the way from the Iberian Peninsula, from Spain and Portugal to the tip of Chile. I mean, wow, the Orville is picking up, the whole Spanish-speaking Latin American, Iberian Peninsula, Latin American, Spanish Portuguese, the Latin culture community is a huge, huge, huge market. We're gonna be doing those streams. By season 27, Ed Mercer will likely be an admiral. Yeah. Question of Star Trek, any quiz show? Oh, great! That's a stream. That's one of his programs, one of his shows. Professor Brainy Spec shows. Elihu renewal. Let's renew the Orville, guys. By the way, make sure you're using. Let's see. I'm putting it up myself. Renew the. Make sure you are using this hashtag everywhere on your social media. This is what we want. This is what the Orville needs right now. To you guys, to everybody to use this, and I know a lot of you guys are using it. But damn, did I really fall that far behind in the chat? Make sure, hold on. Make sure you guys are all using this. Let me catch up. Okay. The last episode was virtually a movie and it was great. Yeah, it was virtually a movie. By the way, John told us, John Cassar, director, co-director of the Orville, he co-directs with Seth. He told us the next episode is a doozy. Okay. It was a movie, period, says Medallion. Yeah, it was. It was. John says, listen, if you put commercials in there, that's a TV movie. Absolutely. It will. It will, Jessica. Absolutely. It will. It would be yeah. Adega, science fiction author, Adega Outlaw. And yeah, Adega, we'll see if we can get Adega for Wednesday. Science fiction author Adega. Chuck Marble, good to see you, my friend. I have to talk to you later, Chuck. By the way, I got to talk to you later. If I forget, I'm not going to forget. But if I do, just because I might all of a sudden might get phone calls all of a sudden. If I do, DM me because I got to talk to you later, Chuck. Multiphasic renewal, absolutely, 500 seasons. Hey Todd, good to see you. Love Shack is in the house. Good to see you, Love Shack. Multi-season deal is too much to expect from Hulu. Yeah, so what I was saying before, guys, was that that this is a multi this is a world premiere, and everybody's already watching it on Disney Plus around the world. It's just the people in the States were watching it on Hulu. So pretty much. The show is moving to Disney Plus across the board in August. Yeah, thank you, Medallion. And by the way, clarification from Tom Costantino on that. That was one of the announcements from Comic Con. Exactly. Thank you, Medallion. Clarification from Tom Costantino is that it will still be on Hulu for everybody who's purchased it on Hulu. But the idea here is that the numbers for Hulu are already great. So go and do a rewatch on Disney Plus, and that's going to help a lot too. Maria Tiatelli, oh, thank you, Maria. Maria, I could not get this out yesterday. I was going to announce it on Doomcock. Maria is making a doll. I'm going to just read you what you said. I'll make the dolly cake if you guys bring everything else to the Orville party. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Maria is going to make a Dolly Parton cake. And we will hear more of that from Maria. Yes. Yesterday, Maria, I called you my sidekick, but of course, it's probably the other way around. I actually end up working for Maria. I hold her bags at the Comic Cons, and I get her coffee while she's signing autographs. So it's more like me helping working for Maria. Anyway, that's my sidekick, or more like I'm her sidekick. So every writer should have a shot at an Orville episode. Also, Mana Tapping should. Oh yeah. Listen, there is some great talent out there. The problem I see, of course, is that Seth is probably just overflowing with stories to tell. Him and Braga and David and Andre. But down the road, I assume that there will be opportunities. So yeah, that would be awesome. And again, yeah, we just have a special connection to Joe in many ways. He's just he is just greatly admired here at Orville Nation. I'm all for more. I'm all for more seasons as a Hulu original. I know it streams on Citrus Disney Plus or on the Raw, but I'm concerned that would change totally if. No, because listen, I know there are concerns. Some people have even said that. All right, I know there's concerns that that being on Disney Plus means um, you guys think that some people think that the show will be affected like other shows on Disney Plus. Um, a lot of people are mostly concerned with some Marvel, some Star Wars. There's a lot of Star Wars concern, like what's happened to Star Wars. That is not going to happen. Seth has total control, and we've been told this that Seth is basically Seth has a successful show, um, and they're not going to mess with him. We're not going to mess with him. I also think that Seth has enough. Seth has enough. I'm thinking in Spanish. Seth has enough a reputation now. He's established himself as a sci-fi powerhouse. Him and his team. And if Disney starts suggesting things that makes no sense, I am sure they will get a pushback from Seth and his team. So I don't think we have to worry about anything, guys. And yes, we'll still be on Hulu if you watch it there. We'll also air on Disney Plus Main. Oh, that's awesome. We should do an Orville stream completely in Mocklin. Yeah. We're getting a few more Mocklin words. Some of them are inappropriate to use in public, but yeah, we're getting a few more Mocklin words, right? Disney and Hulu would be absolutely out of their mind not to renew the. Yeah, it's insane. It would be insane. And yeah, it was great to see the hashtag renew the Orville trending on Twitter this past week. It's all on us. Let's keep up. Yes, Chuck. It is all on us. You guys, the fans. There is a lot of fan service, and there's a lot of fan service in season 3. Listen, a lot of you guys, a lot of us would have said it would be crazy. Dolly Parton will never be on. Tremendous fan service, not just because of Dolly, but in many ways, they really do have their pulse on the fandom. They really do. Everybody, look at it. You just look at look at Tom Costantino. Look at what John Cassard the other day said. He's like, "Oh, I saw so many people upset or disappointed that we couldn't watch the Orville panel live." And John Cassard just popped on and started answering questions. So look at them. Their actions reflect a lot. Wasn't that a great story, by the way, guys? Wasn't that a great story the other day? John Cassar was talking about on 24 that one of the prop masters, I think he said, well, somebody on the props team had put their phone number out. I guess kind of as an experiment, right? For on an episode of 24, and for months they said they kept taking phone calls from all around the world to that cell phone, and they would literally be working or even filming and taking phone calls from the phone. And they even said Kiefer Sutherland got on at some point, and everybody involved on the set would get on. So that shows that the team that Seth has brought together, they all think, and they all have that thing in common, that they are all about the fandom, and of course Tom Costantino spearheads that. Just a great example of leadership from Tom and John, of course, as well, and all of them. So yeah, I heard that this time delayed, right, for a little bit. Yeah. Well, how much of time delayed? Just out of curiosity, Larry. Potato Reven, guys, but this is Potato's channel. You want to be subbed. Potato Reven is doing some great panels on there. about the Orville. He's going to be reviewing this next episode. You do not want to miss being subbed to Potato Reven's channel. Dolly Parton scene made my heartstrings. Yeah, it did. Wasn't it amazing, by the way, how Tom explained it on Twitter, and then John explained it as well on the stream. Wasn't it amazing how they let me put up that picture. Hold on. Let me just put up that picture again. By the way, guys, before I forget, I don't have my dragon's egg, right? You guys saw that really cool. Hold on. Before I forget, let me put up a few pictures. You guys, of course, I want to thank, our friend. Where is it? I want to do the right one. Yeah. I want to thank our friend Dr. O for helping us do this amazing. He did this amazing Latchkuuuuuuuum cover for us for social media. Awesome. This looks amazing. Wow. When I saw it, I was so impressed. Thank you, Dr. O. It is so appreciated, and I'm sure everybody is appreciating it. Beautiful. Look at the quality, by the way, of this image. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. We have so much talent, and like we said, we have somebody in our community who wants to physically create the Latchkuuuuuuuum with a blade. I'm sure the blade will be dull, right? Or maybe it'll be plastic. Who knows? But this person wants to create it for us. He's very talented. He's created a lot of stuff in the past. We'll see if we can get him permission. Thank you again, Dr. O, for that. It means so much to all of us that you contribute in this way to our community and to this channel. Thank you personally. I thank you, Dr. O. Let me show you the picture I'm talking about with John Cassar. By the way, I just want to point out. I want to share this picture of John too. Let's remember who we're talking about here. Let's just remember, guys, who is co-directing the Orville with Seth. He is an award-winning director. Let's remember who we had the privilege of talking to the other day, guys. And one of the reasons we have to the incredible team that Seth has put together is one of the reasons we have to believe in the future of the Orville. John talked about that tag team directing that he's doing with Seth, and it was extremely advantageous to have both of them directing the entire season, as opposed to having people coming in and out, which they're great directors out there, but the way they were being shot, they were block shooting the entire season. I think that's the right term. So getting back to what my comment was, Seth, apparently from what John was talking about and what Tom was explaining on Twitter, just John, Rena, and Seth, and Rena's makeup artist were the only ones who actually physically went to Nashville to film with Dolly, and they actually sawed. He explained it that they sawed this cabin set that they had built. They sawed it in half, and the half that Dolly stands on, they shipped that half during the peak of COVID. They shipped it to Nashville, and it was Dolly's people who actually helped, kind of do. I'm sure. Well, John was there too, and Seth is there too, right? But it was Dolly's crew who really kind of did most of the crew work, right? So what a great story! What a great story, guys. I am so behind in the chat. I'm just rambling on. I'm really excited about the Orville, guys. So I'm just rambling on. Before I forget, this is I could not get my Latchkuuuuuuuum, so I had to go today and buy a Latchkuuuuuuum. This is a Dole Latchkuuuuuuuum. I gotta say, this pineapple really looks from on camera. It looks it looks pretty good, like Latchkuuuuuuuuum. Yeah, this is a pineapple. So this is the Latchkuuuuuuuuum for today. Anyway, yeah, we miss Alara. We miss Laura. Hey, somebody did that. Wait, somebody did this great artwork. Let me show that great artwork from you guys. Must have seen this on Twitter. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. The this great artwork of Alara and Tala together, as like the sisters, the creepy sisters from The Shining. Where was that? There we go. Hold on, let me just. All right, I think, yeah. Let's share that. Let's share that. You guys have seen this, I think, right? There's some great. You got wow. The community is putting out some great artwork, guys. This was funny. This was funny. It was great. And Alara, I think everybody who saw this really is really enjoying it. And let me just point out who it is, of course. And this is from. I don't want to butcher the name. I want to pronounce it the Mohas Yusel, I think, or Mohas Yusel. I think that's the best. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Wow, what artwork he has been putting out. A lot of people have been putting out some great artwork for the Orville guys. Anyway, I just remember this right now when you guys were talking about Tala and Alara. Fabulous stuff. Go have a nice Jaloja, Elihu. Yeah, great artwork. We'll see. By the way, we really need a Latchkuuuuuuuuum toy. We really need a Latchkuuuuuuuuum toy. The de-aging on Dolly Parton was among the best I've seen. Way better than Mark, Luke Skywalker. Yeah. By the way, let me just say that I have seen some images of Dolly very recent, and the one we just showed here too. Dolly looks great for she looks great. You can't. I was going to say she was great for her age, but she looks great. Period. They did a little bit of work on her, but look, she looks fabulous. She looks great as a picture. She looks great. The whole 2014 was the bomb. Manny Cotto. Oh yeah, Manny Cotto. Love Manny Cotto. We don't know what he's doing now. He's the one who brought Brandon Braga to 24. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. They cut that log cabin set in half and shipped it across the country to have Dolly film. Yeah. Listen, by the way, you know what one of the things that most that impresses me, by the way, with when we're hearing the stories about COVID and filming from Seth and Tom, and John and everybody, like Seth as the leader of this crew was very concerned about the crew, the cast, all the work, everybody working on the Orville, and not just that. Considering what we were going through at the height of COVID, and especially when things were uncertain before the vaccine, they weren't just concerned about the workers, like they were concerned about everybody working on the Orville and their families, and it shows. And I think it was probably really, really hard. And we hear a lot of stories about the filming, but I think it was exceptionally difficult and challenging. And I know a lot of people were filming I know a lot of people filming. I know there's a lot of there was a lot of filming going on. Like Star Trek was filming on Canada, etc., etc. But you know, um, there's a lot of shows being filmed, but every show has its challenges, and they did an exceptional job taking care of everybody, which is the first and foremost thing to do. Um, you guys know that we had you know we've had I was given support to healthcare, and you saw a lot of people pass away, and we saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of people pass away who you would not expect that they would. Um, so it, you know, for a time there, it was now there's now it's not the same because now there's more options for treatment, and especially with the monoclonal antibodies and stuff, there's a lot of options. But for a while there, we were losing people left and right, and a lot of people you wouldn't expect to go had left, including one of our guests. I know you guys might remember we had one of our guests who was an intimate friend of Walt Disney, and he was going to be on our show. We were going to interview him. He was a friend of mine. He's an older gentleman, and you know, unfortunately, um, you know, COVID took him. So there was very real danger there about you know, and I thought you know, the Orville handled things. The Orville crew handled it as best as it possibly could. Did we wait? Yeah, we waited. But you know what? It was worth the wait. Not only that, but a very citrusy Latchkuuuuuuuuum. Yeah. Um, hello, Mac. Good to see you, Trey. Good to see you, Trey. Trey, put in your channel. Make sure you guys are subbed to Trey's channel. Well, let me catch up a little bit. It's an edible Latchkuuuuuuuum. Yeah. I was like, my mom saw it. My mom saw me um, cutting off the top and going into my office. I'm like, what are you doing with that? She's, I haven't explained the whole concept of a latchkey door. She's, what are you doing? Though? You're going to eat that? You're going to eat it live? So, oh, let me look. Let me look. Chuck. Wow. Okay. Wow. Let's, you should post that, Chuck. Let me show that. Let me show that so we can see it. Hold on. So, Chuck, thank you for sharing. You guys, the best part, the best part about YouTube is the way we can interact with each other. Like just the other night, the possibility, isn't it fantastic? I have new YouTube is not perfect, but dude, I got no complaints with you for YouTube. They take a they take a huge chunk of everything, but they're providing an incredible service. I have no complaints. They connect us in a way that we weren't connected before. Um, and look at Chuck, what Chuck is sharing with us, and we can share it with everybody right now. All right. Let's see what Chuck has shared with us. Um, um, yeah, how you highlighted his awesomeness. Oh, let's read this. Okay, that's great. Thank you, man. Um, thank you, Chuck, my friend. Chuck is a good friend. Um, let's read this. John Cassar is an award-winning Maltese Canadian. Yeah, he was born in Malta. Television director and producer, known for his work on La Femme Nikita. I gotta say, I love that show. By the way, I forgot to talk about it with him. Damn, that was a great show. 24, The Kennedys, Terra Nova, Forsaken, and When the Bow Breaks. And there was another thing I wanted to talk to him about too. John is the winner of John is the winner of 2 Primetime Emmys, 2 Directors Guild of America Awards, 2 Directors Guild of Canada Awards, and the Monte Carlo TV Festival Award, in addition to 16 other award nominations. Kassar is also known to science fiction fans as the executive producer of The Orville. He's an executive producer as well. He also directed the Orville episodes Home, Krill, Nothing Left on Earth Excepting Fishes, and highly acclaimed episodes Identity 1 and 2. And of course, he is my understanding that he's the co-director on all of season 3, I think. Married to I think that they're completely split, everything, him and Seth. So I think it's I think they all directed parts of every episode, in my understanding. Married okay, well, that's, I don't want to give out so much personal information, but that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, man. Thank you for sharing that, Chuck. And Chuck is posting that on Twitter. That is a nice appreciation of John. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Adega's channel, guys. Make sure you are sub to science fiction author Adega. Wow. I gotta scroll down a little bit. Let me catch up. Ever look up in the night sky and ask yourself, yeah, there you go. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about this episode, about the last episode, guys. That's Trey's channel, guys. Max World Entertainment. He had a great moment of detail when John talked about continuity of a sticker for a historical moment in the Kennedys. Yes. Yeah, he did. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah. His attention to detail is about the sticker being crooked, right, in the original picture, and John was like, no, you guys have to put it up crooked, just like, because somebody just boom slapped it on there and it was crooked. It wasn't perfect, so we want it crooked just the way it was in the picture, in real life. So John's attention to detail is much appreciated. All right, guys. Let's start off our Latchkuuuuuuuum here. I know I've been rambling for a while, just really excited about everything. Let's start off our Latchkuuuuuuuum here. I want to ask everybody, because we have people who were not here the other day. I want to ask everybody what their ratings were for this episode. So, Midnight Blue. I want to ask everybody what they're rating 1 to 10 and why. So rate the episode 1 to 10 and why. And I will start out. I have been saving my 10. And even though there's a few, see, I'm giving this episode 10 for many reasons. I'm giving this episode a 10 for many different reasons. I don't think it's the most perfect episode. There are other episodes that may be more perfect. But I want to I'm saving my 10 and I'm giving it to this episode. So PJ gives this a 10. And you know what? Just the fact that listen, that's just the fact that Dolly has been immortalized in this universe. And the fact that we might even get her again at some point. And the fact that she was excited about it, it just means a lot. It means a lot, as a Dolly Parton fan. So let me see. Potato Reven gives it an 8 out of 10, mainly the torture scene. Okay, so the torture scene was difficult. It was difficult to watch. I know some people criticize listen, it let's be honest, it was difficult to watch. Is it necessary for the story? Yeah, it's necessary for the story. It also explains Bortus's brutality. And after we listen, after we go through the ratings here with everybody, I'm going to read everybody's ratings. I'm going to throw out the first question, and the first question is going to be related to Bortus's reaction. So, Organization gives it a 10. I give it a 10 Latchkuuuuuuuum impalings out of 10, says Todd. Luis Sparrow gives it a 10. Resolute gives it an 8.5, highest so far this season. Oh, okay. So this is the one. This is the one that Resolute has liked the most. Okay, interesting. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. And Galinda says 10 easy. Dolly makes it a 20. I know, right? Dolly, like whatever opinions you had, just Dolly just adds a whole thing to it. Ms. Marbles, 10 for me, a totally engrossing episode. It was an engrossing episode. Yeah, absolutely. John DeMarco says an 8 out of 10. Excellent, emotionally powerful episode, but not quite the best of the season for me. Yeah, I would say there are more perfect episodes. I really like the time travel episode. I really did. It has, people might say that the time travel has issues with itself, but yeah. So John DeMarco gives it an 8 out of 10. Midnight Blue is a 10, says Mr. Lindell. The story kept me glued to my seat. 90 minutes flew by before it. Yeah, it did fly by, didn't it, Mr. Lindell? Absolutely. That's a good point. It did fly by. Wow. It's, there hasn't been an episode, maybe one a little bit for part of the episode, but in general, these episodes are flying by. And yeah, they're definitely, I mean, you're aware you're watching more than a 43-minute episode, but they're also flying by. Yeah. Pollo Sabatos, the writer, gives it a 10 out of 10, a 7 out of 7 for the Writer Brothers. Music, emotional progression, a resolution, plot continuity across multiple seasons. Yeah. Listen, we talked about this the other day, Pollo Sabatos. The fact that they're going back into their own canon really does a lot for this series. Really does a lot, like John Cassar said, for the world building. It does a lot for it does a lot for the character building. It does a lot for tying up loose threads, for continuing threads that are people were aware of and cared about. Character development and character rehabilitation collided. Yeah, character rehabilitation collided. Thank you, boys, about this. To paraphrase Nigel Tufnell, lead guitarist of Spinal Tap, in my best British accent, my rating goes to 11. Okay, Chuck. 11. Yeah, there's a couple of 11s out there. Chuck is going to be our first 11 for the night. I watched Kenobi, whether you approve of the torture scene or not. It was so much better executed in the Orville. It was. Listen, this is, and you mentioned Kenobi, Boba Fett. There's a lot of concerns. I get that there are a lot of concerns, guys, about Disney Plus. Just think about this. The Orville really already is part of Disney Plus, and it hasn't derailed. So don't worry about it being on Disney Plus, guys. The only thing, the best thing about it being on Disney Plus and Disney realizing that that the Orville is the diamond in the rough that it is, right? The best thing is that we're going to be able to go to an Orville exhibit or an Orville ride or Orville or the Planetary Union headquarters at Disney World someday. Imagine that. OMG, now I want pineapple. Lol. Thanks, BJ. I'll give it a 10, says Maria. It was a hard episode to do, but it was done. It was a lesson in growth and trust. Yeah, it was. Yes, Maria. Go get some pineapple. Order some pineapple from your store. Phantom Outsider 7, the fact that the union members were able to actually make a principled stand. Having a feeling that the decisions will make a difference in the relations of the Krill as well. Yeah. Doomcock and Mexican Iron Man 2 last night. I don't remember who else chimed in there on that point, but some people uh, were not sold on some of the command decisions, and I respect everybody's opinions. Um, they're right, and they're like when they're from their perspective, like you can I'm saying you can understand what they're arguing. Um, you have a good argument. They have their own arguments for not for not understanding the command decisions. I just think it was inevitable that the crew would allow and Seth would allow Topa to go down. I would have added, maybe I would have added um, uh, just a couple lines from the captain telling Bortus to be really careful and something like that. Um, maybe I would have added that. Um, 10.3, but I think Havina should have been punished. Oh, see, Havina will be punished. Like I think there's definitely going to be consequences for Havina. I know some people were concerned about that, but this is going to be an ongoing thread for the rest of the season, and I think we're gonna, the teaser for next week, the trailer teaser, whatever teaser trailer for next week shows Mocklin ships. I don't know. I'm thinking. I think there will be consequences, and we'll see them. I think soon. I think we'll see them soon. Douchebag Kylo, Midnight Blue, 8.9. Uh, docking one point for the logical probability of Ed a problem of Ed apparently approving Topa visiting the planet, and point 1 points for not including the Lou Graham song of same name. Okay. See, okay, so see, I see, it's great. I'm glad. Thank you guys for including explanations with your that was a great explanation of your ratings. Jessica is rating her episodes. Number 1, Gently Falling Rain. 2, Electric Sheep. 3, Twice in a Lifetime. 4, Midnight Blue. A Tale of Two Topas. From Unknown Graves, Mortality Paradox, and Shadow Realms. Oh, okay. So that's Jessica's rating for the season. We're going to do that. At the end of the season, we're going to do that. Thank you, Jessica, for reminding me. Twice in a Lifetime is my favorite of the season so far. Yeah, I think it's up. It's if not my favorite, it's like one of my 2 favorites. Absolutely, John. Yeah, John. Oh shoot, let me just make sure, John. I think you have a wrench. Let me just make sure. I want to make sure you have a wrench, and let me just make sure John has a wrench. Yeah, you do. Okay, put in your channel, John, please. Another great YouTuber and another great YouTuber, Resolute here. It would have been served as well as a 2-parter, said Resolute. Yeah, I mean, if they were in a different format, yeah, they've committed to this format. But yeah, Resolute brings up a good point. Could have been a 2-parter. Yep. 8 out of 10. Dolly, great acting, awesome effects, very emotional. This is Professor Brainy Specs. However, Hervina should have been punished. Kelly's fall should have produced more injury. No such. Yeah, listen, I was a little bit uncomfortable with Kelly's fall. Too. Granted that those. Excuse me one second. granted that Kelly granted that the healing apparatuses that they have in the 24th century, I'm sure they do pretty much heal for the most part that quickly. Like I heard that criticism too. I would think repairing any kind of tissue damage in the future would not be a problem. I mean, maybe it's not 100% repaired. Maybe it's like 80, 90% repaired, right? But and again, Professor Brainy Specs you guys are making great points here. I just think that the consequences of the punishment will come for. I think it's coming. I think you guys are right. I think you're absolutely right. I think it's coming. The Havina punishment is coming. Midnight Blue 8.5 out of 10. I still believe Havina could have had some moral struggle with recruiting Topa. She does after. Yeah. For me, the best episode of the season was Twice in a Lifetime. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people saying that, huh, Professor? And a lot of us have been saying that. Seth would be proud of your accent. Seth would be proud of your accent. Give his face. I think that's a compliment. Thank you, Jessica. Let's see. Kenobi and the Book of Boba Fett was an absolute, yeah. There is problems. There's problems there. Yeah, unfortunately, the Mandalorian is what Boba Fett should be, and that's where that just generates this whole thing about Boba Fett just being a statesman on a backwater planet. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. They took away his personality. It's difficult. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, geek. Yeah, Nate. Disney is going to need some Orville rides after Universal starts cleaning their clock. Listen, there are some great alternatives to Disney parks out there, and I've been to some. So yeah, Mr. Lindell is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Louise Sparrow, who approves of you guys are. Yeah, nobody approves of torture. It was part of a story. Yeah. And I can't remember. I saw a comment one time saying that the Orville had approved whatever. It was just part of the story. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Yeah, nobody's approving anything. All right, let me catch up. It was a logical problem that was too easy to correct with writing. Sure, her stowing away is cliche, but better than writing Ed makes a dumb decision. So some of you guys were saying that it would be better if she had stowed away on the shuttle. All right, that's interesting. That is an interesting idea. That Topa would have stowed away. The reason they didn't think that there would be a problem taking Topa down were one, the Mocklins were at the point an ally. Two, if Topa stayed on the colony, that would be a violation, but she wasn't. Yeah, she was in the observer group, right? And still, things are dicey with the Mocklins, but yeah, they're still their allies. I don't know. I don't have that. I really don't have that big problem with Topa going down there. I maybe, first of all, I probably maybe a little warning from the captain, make sure things go smoothly, or who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I don't have that big a problem with Topa going down there. I know some people do. The Orville is now telling the kinds of stories that CBS Star Trek can only wish. Yeah, you know what? CBS Paramount were worried for a long time. They were particularly worried that Disney would come up with with their version or their alternative to Star Trek. And you know what? Disney has not come up with it itself, but they've acquired Fox, and being under, even though it's Seth's baby, because it is Seth's baby, even though it's under their umbrella, Disney basically has their answer to Trek, and it's a damn good answer. It's a damn good response to Trek. I think the union's constant pandering to Mockless is one of the things that made the Kalan distrust the union as a whole. Listen, I don't know. People like I think that the calling out of the Mocklins is something that eventually had to come. Listen, they got to call the Mocklins on their BS. Yeah, you guys are You guys are providing, helping us with weapons and stuff, and you guys are really part of the planetary union. But yeah, but it's not like we have to take everything that you guys dish at us just because you're providing weapons. Um, because also, when what I think is going to be shown here in the next at the end of the season, I think that it's going to be shown that the Mocklans need the planetary union as much as the planetary union needs the Mocklans. And we're going to show that trailer. I'm going to show that trailer because in a little bit, and it it I thought I saw Mocklin ships in that next episode trailer. So all right, looks like we gotten through the ratings here, and I wanna Just Lundell says, if you have issues with Topa going to the colony, you're nitpicking, says Mr. Lundell. Hey, Papa Delta Yankee, good to see you. I think the Mocklins are going to take a massive loss from the Krill, and that will bring from the Krill or from the Kalan. That will bring them begging for membership, or the union will stoop in. Yeah, listen, I want. All right, this is what I wanted to say. These political circumstances or consequences, as necessary. Listen, there's a reality of the situation. The Kalan are going after all the biologicals, all biological life forms. The Kalan are everyone's enemy, right? So, I think it's okay to call. Really, I think it's okay to call out the Mocklans on their BS because they're going to be facing the Kalan anyway, and they're going to be the Kalan are going after everybody. Your enemy's enemy is my friend, right? So regardless of their political affiliations, I see them obligated to team up to helping each other. So isn't it awesome that we can debate the finer points of these episodes without I think it's without calling each other names and accusing each other of being horrible people. Happens now with Star Wars, Star Trek. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree, douchebag. I feel bad about calling you douchebag. I absolutely, DK. I was actually looking for the Mocklins to leave the union on their own, and the union. Yeah, that was a possibility too that they might leave on their own, and the union would have to defend the female colony against the attack. I think the Mocklins might want to act against the female colony, but I think what's going to happen is that they're going to have their hands full with the Kalan. Mocklins are going to have their hands full with the Kalan. Killer Kalan, really. Yeah, I understand, Papa. The Orville battlefield is quickly becoming more like the 6 Battlefronts when Star Trek Online. Yeah, sure. That's a good point. Good to see you, Dave Chilson. Thank you for joining us. Good evening, folks, says David. Hey, John Sapola, good to see you. All right, guys. Guys, don't forget. I want to ask this Latchkuuuuuuuuum question. But guys, don't forget that we now have memberships. We don't have a whole bunch of tiers. We have one flat rate membership of $1.99 to support the channel. So I appreciate everybody who has joined the channel. And I just want to let people know that we have that one flat rate for channel memberships now. And I want to thank everybody who has joined in supporting the Orville Nation. Hopefully this is the beginning of being able to do great things as a community. I love the Orville community, the greater Orville community, and I really appreciate this Orville Nation community that we have going on here right now. Hashtag We Grow Together. Let me just say really quick, this Wednesday we have the pre-episode bash, right? We're going to have at 10:45 Eastern. Also at 6 p.m. Eastern, I am going to be on, let me put this up, 6 p.m. Eastern, I am going to be on Raymond Feliciano's channel. Let me put that channel up right here real quick. Going to be on Raymond. Raymond is, of course, one of the Raymond and Sandra, of course, are the one of the. They are both Frenches for Doomcock. Guys, this is the link for our stream with Raymond on the King Dolphin TV, and so Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you sub to this channel. Raymond is a great upcoming channel. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, make sure you sub to this channel, guys. Please take a second and sub to Raymond's channel now. Make sure you guys, make sure you guys continue to put your channels in. We have, I do want you guys to realize too that there's a lot of people watching the replays. So even if they're not in the chat right now, they may sub to your channel. So please go ahead and put in your channels as much as you want. And this is Raymond's channel. Wednesday, 6 p.m. We will be talking Orville. And after that, at 10:45 p.m. on Orville Nation, we will be having our pre-stream bash. What I was going to say, Wednesdays, we are going to be doing a couple Wednesdays a week. We are going to be doing a We Grow Together stream. And the time has come to actually do it. I've been hindered in the past from doing it because I couldn't do it the way I wanted to do it. YouTube would not let me do the way I wanted to do it. That was when we were doing the other name I had for it. The Friendathon streams. So we're going to be doing the hashtag We Grow Together streams. By the way, I want to thank everybody because I want to especially thank the Writer Brothers and Papa Delta Yankee because I know they've been doing it a lot. Pollo Zapatos, Coreon. If you put in hashtag We Grow Together now on Twitter, it pops up. It pops up, guys. That is fabulous. So I want to thank everybody. Make sure you are using the We Grow Together hashtag, and we will have hopefully have some progression with regarding those streams and using that hashtag. So, and this is Papa Delta Yankee Writer Brothers stream. Make sure you are subbed to them as well. They have been pumping out the We Grow Together hashtag left and right. So thank you to Papa Delta Yankee and the entire Writer Brothers crew. So, guys, so what I was going to ask, first Latchkuuuuuuuuum question, an hour and a half later, right? The Latchkuuuuuuuuum question I'm asking you guys, if I can keep it out of the green screen. There you go. The first Latchkuuuuuuuuum question. Bortus attacks the torturer, the Cyclops, the one-eyed torturer, Mocklin, right? Because of what he did to Topa. At the moment, nobody realizes that that it seems that Topa has told the secret, has given the information. So Bortus does not kill that Mocklin. He screws up his other eye, but he has not killed him. Well, I want to ask, my question to you guys is, what's going to happen with that information that Topa has apparently told? What is going to happen with that information that Topa has apparently told the torturer, the Mocklin torturer? What do you guys think is going to happen? And will we see it in season 3? So what do you guys think? Bortus should have killed that dude. Yeah, I should have killed him. Garcall. Was that his name? Garcall? Jessica? That was his name? Can you confirm that? I don't remember the guy's name. I think the domino is a Kalon attack against the Mocklin. Yeah, that's the name of the episode. Thank you, Phantom. I think the domino is a Kalon attack against the Mocklin as they are now alone and isolated, and Union and Genesi will come to their aid. That is something I've been thinking about too. The fact that the Genesi, right, that female dominant um, culture might come to their aid, will come to their aid, and Mocklins will learn to appreciate females. Yeah. Let's remember that the main theme for season 3 is the main theme for season 3 is coexistence, and coexistence might be coming together against this, enemy, the Kalon. There also may be coexistence with the Kalon. There's already been examples of possibilities of coexistence with some Kalon, right? Thank you, Phantom. You'll shoot your eye out, says Chuck Marble. Bordes is father of the year. He certainly is, right? What do you guys think? The torture stick may have fried the dude's brain, though, says Galinda. I don't know. I'm thinking he knows. I don't think he's affected that way. Bordes would have killed Garkal if Kelly. So that's the guy's name, right? Okay. Bordes would have killed Garkal if Kelly hadn't ordered him to stand down. She is smart enough to give them misinformation. Yeah, we don't have to believe, guys. We don't have to believe that. That she gave the correct information. But she held out for a really long time, and she's just a kid. She held out too long. She told him, "Who is it? The mole?" Yeah, she told him supposedly. Supposedly told him. Did she give him the right information? That weapon can cause neurological damage, so the one-eyed dude might not remember any information. Well, that's all right. It's interesting. There's several people saying that, John. That's interesting. There's several of you guys saying that. He jammed that krill paint stick at full power in his eye and his brain, like scrambled eggs. Now he won't be telling anybody anything. Oh, Nate says the same thing. Damn, you guys! You guys are all saying the same thing. I don't know. I don't disagree with the neurological damage. I don't disagree. You know what? He may be a struggle for him to remember, and then he finally remembers or something. I hope it was Clyding. I hope it was Clyding helping on. I hope it was Clyding. I have thought about that, Jessica. I have thought that it might be Clyding. It's possible. They're on Dantooine comes to mind. Great line. Great line, Papa Delta. They're on Dantooine comes to mind. I don't think she had the correct information. She gave false information. Damn. So you guys are like, everybody is telling me that the Mocklins don't have the information one way or another. Dude, I'm completely open to that possibility, but I'm surprised that everybody, all of you guys, is saying it. Well, the Mocklins will likely close down the underground network, which will likely open up elsewhere. That's a good point. I think the torturer just lost. To what he assumed was a subservient officer, and lost so bad he may have had his brain fried. Damn. Is there anybody going to say anything else different? Boyas Abato says the same thing. Noshir Dalal actor. Oh, okay, that's the name of the actor. Great, thank you, Jessica. Borda should have claimed that Mocklin fire rage kept him from hearing Kelly's order. Mocklin fire rage. Okay, that crypt. Let's see. Resolute says the info is useless, seeing as the split happened already and the underground was aware of the leak. That's possible. It's possible the information. Okay, I see what you're saying. Resolute. It's possible. May not be useful. It might not be useful, right? I'm surprised no one is commenting on what an outstanding job Imani Pulam is doing as Topa. I wanted to get to that, and thank you, Chuck, for saying it, because absolutely, she did an amazing job What a fantastic young actress. Yeah, I'm not sure how old she is. Hold on, let me. Um, um, let's see. I mean, she seems like she's like 13, maybe. Um, well, it's not clear how old she is. But anyway, she did it. Yeah, she's doing a great job. Um, doing a magnificent job. Um, I think Garcall serves. I think Garcall serves are a poignant reminder that you believe a cause supersedes the right of others. You give yourself permission to do terrible things. Yeah, people do give them. Yeah, um, it was clear that they wanted to. The both Mocklins wanted to kill Topa. Um, or I mean, yeah, it seemed like they were going to do that. I might have killed Garkov if it had been my child, says Galinda. Yeah, my message sent to. Thank you, Jessica. Oh, okay, I see. Um, Pop Delta, hey, that's not a latchcomb. That's just a pineapple. My life is a lie. Oh, well, this is latchcomb for today. This is latchcomb for today, and hopefully we're gonna get. Hopefully we're gonna get. We have such a talented person. Oh, I really hope we get. He wants permission to work on the latchcomb. Like he doesn't want to do anything without permission. Um, it's because it's coming back to bite him before. It's come back to bite him before. I understand. We'll see. We'll see if we can get our one of our genius creators in our community to start working on the actual physical working latchcomb. Kelly Kelly only had him stand down, so he didn't have to live with murderous rage on his conscience, which is only made possible when debilitated his enemy past. Yeah, by the way, I think that I personally think that the standing down is not so much as don't not to kill this person. I think the standing down is like, Bortus, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get out of here already. They still have to get her to safety. Um, I think the order for Kelly to tell me to stand down is more to do with them getting out of there, from my point of view. My issue is, how did they know she knew anything? You know what? Some people have speculated that the blue luminite was a listening device, and that's what they attracted her. Maybe it was. Maybe it was a artificial luminite, right? Um, I have a feeling Cyclops will be back. Yes, he. I think he will be back as a recurring villain. I think you're right. Maybe hope in the future. Because it's a future medicine will save one of his eyes. Who knows? Uh, Selfless, says Jessica. Um, if Clyden was the contact, then Topa would have definitely given a false name. I was thinking that exactly. If Clyden was the name, she would not have given Clyden. I agree. Um, he also got most of his murderous rage out in the initial bleeding. Okay. Stitches in my back are. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Stitches in your back are no fun. Itchy as heck. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you get those stitches out soon. I hope you improve soon. Um, thank you for hanging out with us, John. I hope it's passing the time for you. Um, they didn't know Topo was going to be there unless the blue bug was actually a bug. Just no way the Mocklins could have known. Listen, I think the Mocklins could have easily guessed that they would have taken Topa down. This is why I just think it's inevitable that Topa was going to end up on the planet. I also think it's inevitable that the Mocklins would have known that too. What is Papak? What is Papak? Oh, Papa. Maybe she covered. Yeah, maybe she covered for her Papa. Yeah, yeah. I think if it was Clyden, if it was Clyden, the name that she was given, it would not. You know, this brings up a really interesting point. If listen, if the name was Clyden, wouldn't it make a lot more sense that Havina would have told Topa if it was her dad? If it was Clyden, this is a really interesting point, guys. If it was Clyden, it would make even more sense that Havina would have risked engaging Topa's help. Yep, absolutely. I think so. Yes, and again, good to see you. Yes, and again from 24/7, Orville 24/7. Hi, everyone, just listening in. Can't be in front of the screen on. That's okay. We know you're listening. Thanks for joining us, Lydia. It's good to see you. How high was the pain level set to when Bortus rammed Garcall? That's a good question. That's a good question. In the eye, says Todd. That's a good question. Yeah, we all got to watch this episode again. Absolutely. Yes, John. Pain levels of CrowPod set up to 9,000. Is that true, Jessica? Some of you guys are just really, really sharp on these details. Is that in PJ's low budget one from Orville Fan Fiction Heat Films that we never up? I'm gonna say what are you guys talking about? Hey JD, good to see you. Hey, Nation in chat. I'm interested to find out who was the actual Mocklin mole. Who was the mole? Oh, remember that great episode? Remember how Joe Malazzi told his crew that they were the mole? He did that whole big thing. Who was the mole? Who was the mole? Yeah, who was the mole? Side theory that when Bortus was a kid, female births were one in like 1 in 250, but currently the rate is more like 50 to 250. But yeah, first of all, they may have had a better time, easier time hiding it in the past, and there may be some evolution there too. She's in. So, Mani's in college. Okay, thanks for. Okay, so she's probably okay. I get you. Yeah, I got you. Thanks, Todd. Sometimes these kids are a lot older than they're playing. Interrogator turned the paint stick up to full power to kill Topa. So that's a good point. Yeah, I think they did. I think you're right, Nate. Interesting. Murderous rage is the only murderous when you take a life, and murderous rage is only murderous when you take a life. And Kelly knows that killing an unconscious enemy is worst dishonor a warrior can commit. Okay, interesting place about that. Sounds very Klingon there. That's the actor. That's the actor quote. Okay, Jessica, thank you. I see. The pain levels will kill. Okay, thank you, Jessica. Pain levels set to 9,000. I want a fourth season. The show has earned it. It certainly has. We're getting it, guys. We just have to be there down the final stretch to support them, and I think we'll be getting it. Where is the rough end of the pineapple? I cut it off. JD. It is a pineapple. Yeah, JD, you just got here, but it is a pineapple. Yeah. I got to tell you, this pineapple on screen looks more like a Latchkuuuuuuuum than the dragon's egg almost, right? At least the and if we look at the at the thing that Dr. O put together for us, That looks pretty good, huh? The pineapple on screen looks pretty good, actually. So, um, remember the Mocklins are extremist society. They are trying to enforce the myth that they are all male species, and that kind of ideology doesn't go down without a fight. That's a good point. Does not go. It won't go. They won't go down without a fight. That's a good point, Phantom. They killed a bunch of Mocklin pilots just minutes later. Yep, they did. I gotta walk my perro. Okay, have fun walking the dog, Jessica. If that was the case, we should have let him finish the job and then yelled at him to go. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, Jessica. Guys, I want to ask. Thank you for being here, Jessica. Just noticed that Hulu has 1 million followers on Twitter, while Disney Plus has 4.3 million followers, which is important because Disney Plus is now starting to tweet about the Orville at. Oh, Disney Plus is now starting to tweet about it. Okay. Yeah, medical procedure, nothing serious. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad, John. Nothing serious. I hope the discomfort goes away soon. The stand down was more. Let's go. Okay, I want to ask this final question of all you guys. Hey, Eric the Smoke is in here. Good to see you, Eric. Guys, make sure you are a sub to Eric. Eric, you have a wrench, my friend. So please put in your channel. Make sure, guys. The Eric is the creator of the Planetary Union, the Planetary Step, the fan film series, the only fan film series for the Orville, and the puppetery the the puppetery union as well. So I'm not. So we got to get an update from the Smoke soon. Oh, the Orville is already on the Disney Plus dashboard, says Eric. That's interesting. Eric, please put in your channel. I want to make sure everybody here is subbed to Eric the Smoke's channel. You guys, Eric and his crew are doing a bang up job with their fan fiction series, The Planetary Step. Of course, their ship is called the Eisenberg after their friend Aaron Eisenberg, who obviously from DS9. So please put in your channel, Eric. Please put in your channel, Eric. Yeah, Puppeteer Union debuts on Eric's channel. So you guys are going to watch that. I want to watch that. Those are great. You guys did a good job of those puppets, man. You did a good job. This is Eric's channel. Thank you, Super Wrench Maria from Tiantelli. This is Eric's channel. You guys want to make sure you're subbed to Eric's channel. All right, guys. Wednesday at 7 p.m., the Puppetery Union debuts. Awesome. So make sure you are subbed to that. All right, guys. I want to ask a final question. Guys. So before we wrap up here, I want to ask this final Latchkuuuuuuuum question, guys. Final Latchkuuuuuuuum question. I want everybody to share, what was your favorite part about this episode, Midnight Blue? What is your favorite part about this episode, Midnight Blue? What is your favorite part about this episode? What is your favorite part of Midnight Blue, guys? What is your favorite part of Midnight Blue? Everybody. I want everybody to answer. What's your favorite part of Midnight Blue? What is your favorite part of this episode? John Sapola leads this off, and he says the shuttle escape. is his favorite part. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Absolutely. What is your favorite part, guys? Yes, the or Eric's crew is have become good friends, and we have a lot of appreciation, a lot of love for them, guys. Of course, you guys have seen Eric the Smoke and his group on here on Orville Nation before. They've been on several times. Um, Sometimes talking about cosplay, sometimes talking about Planetary Step, sometimes both. Um, Sometimes talking about all the other stuff that they've done at conventions. Eric is heavily involved in conventions. Um, okay, wait, let's go in order. My favorite part was Clyden confessing his love for Topa to her in sickbay. You know what, Todd? I gotta say that was very, yeah, that was very moving. I would have to put that up really up high up there on the favorite part of the episode. Yeah, absolutely. John DeMarco says something very similar. Clyden's redemption. Yeah, yeah, Clyden's redemption. Um, yep. Uh, Reunion of Topa's family and them having dinner at the end. Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to go and say that my favorite part, probably, apart from what you're mentioning there, guys, my favorite part is when they asked Kelly if she wanted to join them. That would probably be my favorite part. And also, one of my favorite parts was also on the planet. When the kids were when Topa was being awed by the Illuminates, I thought it was beautiful. Listen, the whole the planet, the female Moclan colony planet, it was beautiful. Everything about it was beautiful. Everything about it was beautiful, and the Luminites, and the nebula around it, um, and the Stargates. They have Stargates. They have these arches that look like Stargates. And my second favorite part was Clyden inviting Kelly to sit down and them at dinner. Yeah, me too, Todd. I didn't see that before. Sorry. Medallion says Gordon calling out the Mocklins bullshit and then Union turning against the Mocklins. Yeah, that was a good part too, Medallion. And I know he was obviously Gordon is out of order there, right? But and he might be reprimanded, etc. But you know what? I think everybody in the room everybody has been feeling that they want to call out the Mocklins on their bullshit. Like for a while, you could tell. Gordon was almost saying what everybody wanted to say, right? Even Admiral Halsey, and you know what it is. And listen, I reiterate this. I reiterate this. The political fallout. I think that the political fallout is not that serious because the Mocklins recently upgraded all the planetary union's weapons. They recently upgraded them. Also, the Mocklin. Listen, the Kaline want to kill all biological life forms, regardless of whether regardless of this political fallout. The Mocklins and the Planetary Union, they're all in the same boat. That's my opinion. My favorite part was all 86 minutes, says Pop Delta. Okay. Pop Delta says all 86 minutes. The closer that Topa was with her papa, she needed that. Oh, the closer that Topa was with her papa. Yeah. That was nice. That was really nice. Yeah. She was again with like Clyden said the worst thing. Clyden said the worst thing to her that a father could say. I wish you didn't exist or something like that. She said so. He said something like that, right? When he in the prior episode when he was pissed off, right? Favorite part: the ladies dancing around the village to Dolly's Jolie. That was cool, right? That was cool. Oh, and favorite parts, guys. You know what? There's so much in this episode. I gotta say, my other favorite part is Dolly. Dolly is my other favorite part. It takes the cake. Dolly takes the cake, really. Um, Claudia coming back and giving Topa love was beautiful, says Glenda. I was bawling, says Glenda. Hello, Tokyo Trekker. The trial went, Tokyo Trekker. Please go ahead and put in your channel for our trusted YouTube affiliates. You have your own wrench to put in your own channel. So you go ahead and put in your channel, Tokyo Trekker. Wow, that episode is technically this episode is technically a feature film. Yeah, that episode is technically a feature film. It is. Hello, anti-derivative Jill. Good to see you, Jill. Awesome to see you, my friend. And Bird of Prey, Kapla, Bird of Prey is here too. We are honored with Jill and Bird of Prey. Good to see you guys. Please put in your channels, Jill and Bird. You guys have wrenches. Just making sure. I know Bird has a wrench. Just making sure, and Jill has a wrench too. Just making sure. Yeah, Jill. Put in your channel, Jill. Make sure everybody subs to each other. We have a lot of love for you, BJ. Oh man. Joe, I gotta talk to you, Eric. I gotta tell you something. I gotta talk. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm gonna try and call you tomorrow. I gotta tell you something. I hope I remember to call you. Board of Saving Topa, says JD. Board of Saving Topa. Yeah, it was a great part of the episode. The shuttle escape was my favorite part, and the money shot of the Orville flying through the nebula as Dolly parts. Oh, wasn't that amazing? That was a great shot. Absolutely, Nate is right. That was a great shot. When the Orville's flying through to Dolly's song. Absolutely. All right, guys. Favorite parts. If you just got in here, tell us the favorite part of this episode for you. How do I get subbed to that thing on Wednesday? John, the thing on Wednesday is going to be here. We're going to do it here on Orville Nation. So so it's going to be here. So the pre-episode watch, it's not a watch party. The pre-episode panel stream is going to be here on Wednesday, John. Back in time, yes. Lydia, tell us your favorite part of this episode before we wrap up. And before we wrap up, we're going to show the trailer, the teaser for the next episode. My second favorite part was the forgiveness aspect at the end of having dinner. Yes, John, it was a great aspect. The second favorite part. Yeah, that was great. Amen. Redemption, says Glinda. So many favorite parts from seeing Havina again and Topa's journey to the visuals, but I can't get over Garcall. He was wickedly brilliant. To me, that was the most memorable. Yeah, he was evil. He was evil. The union members unanimously taking a principled stand. You usually see more expediency in politics as opposed to principle. So apparently they believe in we all do better, and we all do better when we all do better. Yeah, absolutely. That's a JP saying. Thank you, Phantom. Thank you for that comment. Yeah. It was also kind of Dolly's advice, right? It was also kind of Dolly's advice. If you do take care of doing the right thing now, and somehow the things in the future will kind of take care of themselves. Doing the right in the future will kind of take care of themselves. So that was Dolly's advice, of course. Guys, this is Smoke's channel. Make sure you're subbed. I can't wait to see what problems this will cause with the Union. The Mocklin thought they were such a key ally. Yeah, the Mocklins were pretty cocky, right? I gotta say, this has all the feelings guys, of the Mocklins calling for help, being attacked by the Kalon. That's my gut feeling here. And we're gonna see it. We're gonna see the. Oh, this pineapple smells great. That smells good. Sorry, I'm getting hungry, I guess. I can't wait to see what problems this will cause. Yeah. We're gonna see that on the trailer, on the teaser before we wrap up. Clyden saying he was sorry. The whole scene felt real and honest, despite being people. It did feel very authentic, didn't it, Pollo Zapatos? It did. It was a long time coming, says Medallion, but it does leave the Union incredibly vulnerable without their major supplier of armaments and weapons. True. I think that's going to happen. I think they're just going to. Listen. I think they're going to be. They're all in the same boat against the Kalon. I think they're going to have to come to each other's aid. I think we're going to see. They're going to see the Planetary Union coming to the Machlin's aid. I think that's what's going to happen. Yes. Wait. King, thank you, Jill. It's on Wednesday, actually. It's on Wednesday at 6 East. Oh, yeah, 5 Central. Okay, yeah. It's actually Wednesday. Thanks, Jill. Yeah, absolutely. That's the link, guys, for our Wednesday with Raymond on King Dolphin TV. Thank you, Jill. My favorite parts were Kelly and Bordas almost kissing. Yeah, listen, let's talk about that. Wow, there's so much in this episode, guys. My favorite parts were Kelly and Bordas almost kissing on the away mission. Okay, so and then Clyden inviting Kelly to join the family for dinner. Listen, this is really important to point out. Thank you, Chuck, for reminding us. There's so much going on. Listen, I when you go back and watch it, they don't lean into each other, but there's definitely that tension there, right? So there's definitely that tension there, and there's also when they're on the Mocklin colony planet, the female colony, when they're eating dinner, there's also that foreshadowing where they were asked by one of the Mocklin girls, I think, are you guys mates? And as far as mating mates, right? And what do you guys? Let's just before we watch the trailer. What do you guys think about? That tension between Kelly and Bordas? By the way, some people said, and I definitely thought about this. It felt very Worf Troy, didn't it? It felt very Worf Troy from All Good Things in TNG. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that Kelly and Bordas? What do you guys think about that Kelly and Bordas tension there? Some people didn't chalk it up too much, but when you go back and watch it, it's there. It's definitely there, and there's also that foreshadowing. Well, we'll see. Yeah, Wednesday. Thank you, Jill. Yes, Wednesday. Hey, everybody, who has Disney Plus? You can go and add Orville to your favorite list now. You can go now, says Nate. So Eric and Nate have confirmed that it's already there, huh? It may not be available until August 10th, according to Seth, right? But looks like you can already add it somehow to your favorites. You may just not be able to stream it yet. Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is that I know what it is. It's because obviously, okay. Obviously, you're not going to be able to stream it yet because it's first episode 9 and episode 10 have to be aired on Hulu. That's why. Yeah, makes sense. JP insists neither Bordas and Kelly leaned in for a kiss. It was a platonic exchange of admiration and respect to each other. Bordas is essentially gay, so it wouldn't make sense. Yeah. I heard JP saying, Medallion, thanks. I heard JP saying that. JP said that. Yeah, he went back and watched it. They don't lean in, and they do not lean in. He's right. They don't lean in. So Bordas is saying that it's platonic. I'm going to say one thing here. Remember, Bordas's old boyfriend was attracted to females, and he was attracted to Tala. Bortus's old boyfriend who came on board. I forget his name. I think there are instances where I think there's hints there that Bortus might somehow open that door at one moment or another to be attracted to a female. I think that Bortus personally think that Bortus might open that door. That's my opinion. But thanks, Medallion. Yeah, absolutely. JP said that. Yep. And guys, I think everybody here is watching. I think everybody here is watching Egotastic, JP Egotastic talking to Orville, his channel. His main channel now is Talking to Orville. I think everybody's subbed, but if you're not, you should be. So Talking to Orville. You know what? Hold on a second. This is the premier YouTube channel to go to for Orville content, guys. You want to go if you're not. If anybody who is not, I doubt it, but if anybody is not, JP's YouTube channel is right here. Right now, there you go. That's JP's channel. Okay. Tokyo Trekker. That's Tokyo Trekker's channel. Make sure you guys are subbed to Tokyo Trekker. Awesome. Okay, so the Wednesday, John, the Wednesday, there's two things. We're doing two things Wednesday. First of all, I'm going on this channel right here. I'm going on King Dolphin's channel to talk Orville for about an hour. And later, before the episode, we're going to be right here on Orville Nation with a panel talking about the Orville. Before we're going to be talking about we're going to be speculating about episode 9 mostly. Okay. And we're going to see if we can get some people who have not been on here yet. Some people on the panel who have not been on yet. So I do have a question. If the shuttle comms were down, how the heck do they know where to find the Orville? You mean at the end of the episode? I would assume that at some point they get them fixed on the journey. You're right. That's a good point, douchebag. I would assume that they probably went back to the planet. They saw the Orville wasn't there. Who knows? Maybe they went back to the planet and they were told that the Orville left. Who knows? With Havina, right? That's a good question, though. Yeah, you're most welcome here, Tokyo Trekker. Thanks for being part of our family. Bortus going ape on the torturer was the best part. He rarely gets to display his badassery. That's a good point, Resolute. Yeah, Bortus is a warrior, right? And he does get to portray his wrath there, right? Chuck says that we were sure they were about to kiss. As far as, yeah, you go back and watch. There is no, because I went back and watched. I don't see any leaning in, but the tension is there for sure. I mean, listen. I mean, you got to think about it. This is a very long episode. I mean, this is a movie, and that moment of tension, we're still talking about it. So the tension was there. What does the tension mean? We will see. What does it mean? Is it platonic friendship? Just like because Kelly's kind of turning into a mother figure to Topa. Is it platonic for them? Is it, who knows? Or is there more? Clyde and sure change the tune. Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, I think that the fact that the extreme danger that Topa was put in, I think would change anybody's heart, right? Or should change anybody's heart. Awesome, John. Awesome, John. All right, guys. What do you guys think about again? What do you guys think about Bortis and Kelly? Oh, that was supposed to be a smile. This was supposed to be a smile, says Maria. Thank you, Maria Tiantelli. Thank you, Maria Tiantelli. It was set up like they were going to kiss, but nobody actually leaned in for it. They just stared at each other and each other's eyes in silence for a while. Exactly. Yeah. I still think that was powerful. Like they didn't have to lean in. Listen, I think there's moments like that in life, right? There are real moments like that in life, and just that eye contact is a big thing, right? Guys, this is the Anti-Derivative Jill's channel. Make sure you are subbed to Jill, a great fan of the Orville. Got to pack in that jam. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's jam packed. Yes, Medallion. That's nice. That's nice. My wife and I stared in each other's eyes for the first kiss. Just saying. Chuck. Okay, that's. Thanks for sharing that. That's a nice, beautiful story. The Mocklins are a key ally. They supply the Union their weapons. Says Medallion. Yeah, they are a key ally. No sniffing the Latchkuuuuuuuum. Says. It smells the tangiest. It's the tangiest smell of pineapple. It's nice. That smells good. No matter what you do, right or wrong, the future will still come. It's always better to do what's right. You know what? That's what I agree. That's what I say too. Choosing to do something wrong in this moment, by the way, I believe in the law of vibration. Some people call it the law of attraction. I believe that consciously doing the wrong is not a good thing. It's better to consciously do the right. And I like Dolly's advice. I do like Dolly's advice. Thank you, Phantom, for that comment. John DeMarco, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. For tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day. That's a good point, John. Yeah, that's a good point. Well said, John. The Mocklins are main suppliers. Not only other races will have to. Yeah, they're main suppliers. They're probably the most belligerent. The Mocklins are probably the most belligerent, probably the best prepared in that sense, right? When you do the right thing in the here and now, the future has a way of taking care of itself. Those are the words. Thank you, Nate, for finding those words. Dolly Parton. Thank you. Wasn't that a great scene? The whole Dolly Parton scene. It was great. Wow, that's like you know what? It really felt like you were watching. You get that feeling sometimes from Star Trek, not recently, but before 2005. There were moments when you thought you were watching a piece of TV history, and this was one of them. Absolutely, this is a piece of TV history with Dolly. Bortis Kelly, Boris and Kelly, things feel like a red herring, which is a good thing, says Jill. Okay. But without their main supplier, the people stepping up their tech and quality may not be enough, says Medallion. Which is why they put up with the Mocklins for so long. Yep, that's true. Yep. They were putting up the Mocklins. The Kelly Bortis moment felt unnecessary to me. I think you're saying the Kelly Bortis moment, right? Douchebag. Felt unnecessary. Okay, well, you know what? It'll make more sense down the road. Like it might make more sense down the road. Right now, it might feel unnecessary, but if they're going to go there, then it'll make sense. Disappointed, but only because I'm hoping Ed and Kelly rekindle their marriage. This is not. There is no way. My opinion, Tokyo Trekker. The tension between Ed and Kelly is going to remain for a long time. It's like if Ed and Kelly got together again now, um, it would not, like, writing wise. I don't think it would make too much sense. I think we're gonna. I think it's gonna. I think you're gonna see Ed and Kelly have moments of, in my opinion, I think you're gonna have Ed and Kelly have moments of getting close to each other and then pulling away, because it's not smart for a first officer. It doesn't make sense, militarily speaking, for them not to be dating, right? Um, I don't think it's going to happen. Personally, in my opinion, Tokyo Trekker. I could be wrong, but I think Bortus and Kelly was. I know there's a lot of people rooting for that, though. Tokyo Trekker. I could be wrong, but I think Bortus and Kelly was just a fleeting moment of two friends in a life and death situation. You know what? I think that the fact that Bortus's old boyfriend liked girls, and the fact that there was foreshadowing in this episode, I think there's more to it than just a fleeting moment, in my opinion. So John says it's a fleeting moment in life and death situation, which could be true. That's what John says. What do you guys think about? I don't think Bortus was going to kiss Kelly, but I think Kelly wanted to kiss Bortus. I do think that. That's, Nate, that's very insightful. I do think Kelly's attracted to his rugged masculinity. Yep. I do think so. I think Nate, I think you're right, Nate. I think Kelly is more attracted than Bortus. That's a good observation, dude. I think so. Yeah. I think it might be more in Kelly's mind. It was very forced, and once they decided to bring Clyden back, it should have been cut from the episode. Resolute, I understand what you're saying, but I think that I do understand what you're saying, but we got to see where they go with the story, because depending on where they go with the story, it'll make sense or either won't make sense. So we'll see. We'll see where they go. So Resolute says, though, it should have been cut. So Resolute says it should have been cut. I really don't think Kelly and Bortus are going to be a couple. Bortus is still married to Clyde, says Medallion. Medallion says, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You know what? I let me say this, guys. It doesn't have to happen. For just the fact that they create tension does a lot for story. And it does a lot. The fact that we're even talking about it and debating it on a stream after the show says a lot. So they don't have to necessarily go there. But the fact that there's a possibility that they could go there has us all thinking, right? Don't think Kelly and Bortus, as they spent months together in prison and nothing happened. That's true. They were together in prison. Happened to have mutual respect and both care. We're concerned about Tuppo. Okay, so Phantom Outsider says no. Bird of Prey KM. Can you elaborate, Bird? I'm missing something here, guys. This is JP's channel. Make sure you're sub to JP's channel. Egotastic, JP Egotastic, Talking the Orville. That's the Talking the Orville channel, and he has a secondary channel too. Bortus, look at Kelly's lips. Definitely an almost. Yeah, something was on Kelly's mind, right? Hey, Tim, good to see you. On your left, on my left. You guys think that's my right? That's okay. Left to left, yeah. Yeah, funny, Tim. Tim's making that joke all the time now. All right. I'm glad you guys all right. So no, PJ Bortus broke up with his boyfriend because he found out he likes females, so he's not. I know. See, I know he broke up with. I know he broke up with him because he liked females. I know that, but I'm saying, what if Bortus becomes more open-minded because he's got that reference in the past? He actually had a boyfriend who did like females. What if he becomes more open-minded? Some people are like that. Some people become more open-minded. Maybe in season 4 and beyond, they will revisit the idea of Kelly and Bortus, says Medallion. But I don't think the show intends to reunite. I do, but I think the show intends to reunite Kelly and Ed as an endgame. Yeah, the question is, I think that endgame is way out there, for my opinion. For me, I do think Medallion's right. Eventually, yeah. I just rewatched that scene, and Kelly definitely leans in about a centimeter. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. So you think there's a hint of movement in Kelly. Then she shakes her head to clear her mind. Before that, Bortus was looking back and forth at her eyes. I don't know. I think there's something there, guys. It might not be much, but there's something. There's something. I think something's running through Kelly's mind, and I think Bortus may be more open-minded than we think. Who knows? We'll see. They went straight to Earth, so they can show the Union. It went straight to Earth. Sometimes you just can look at your friend and not say a word to exchange an emotional moment. It doesn't have to be attraction, says Medallion. Yeah, that's true. Kelly leans in, says Todd. All right, we're gonna have to go back and watch. I'm gonna have to. I thank you, Todd. Yeah, thanks. We're gonna have to go back and watch that again. I watched it again. I didn't notice it. I'll have to watch it closer. There was no lean in, says douchebag. Okay, so everybody's. It's interesting. We've all watched the same thing more than once, right? We're all saying different things. So this is what good writing does. It lets the viewer. There's enough duality there, or ambiguity, for the viewer to come up with their own ideas, right? Douchebag Kylo says there was no lean in, but then tension was there. The tension was there in Kelly clearly reacted, and Kelly clearly reacted when the comm signal shattered that moment. Yeah. Kelly leaning in, I could see, but not Bortus. Yeah, I think you guys are right. There's something in Kelly, right? And it might not be reciprocated by Bortus, right? Love doesn't have to be romantic to be powerful. That's a good point. Listen, they're raising the same, they're raising. Kelly has been very involved with Topa. It could bond them in a very special way, right? Which could be, I don't want to say the word platonic there, because it's more than that. Like if she's a mother figure, and if she's a mother figure, it's a more of a feeling. It's a different feeling. It's not just platonic, but it might not be totally romantic either. I know it's more of a family feeling, right? Kelly leans in a centimeter. Oh, Todd. All right, Todd's an ace. Kelly leans in a centimeter. Thank you, Todd. At 101.37. It's real subtle. It is real. Okay, yeah, we'll check that out. So, guys, that's the timestamp for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 37 seconds. Thank you, Todd. You guys are, dude. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. The important thing is Kelly is shaking her head. I read that she was definitely thinking of kissing him for a second there. Okay. What? All right. The reason it smells like pineapple. Jill, is because I don't have my regular Latchkuuuuuuuum because I've been traveling, and I went and bought a pineapple. But on camera, I chopped the top off, right? I'm trying not to drop it here. But on camera, it looks great as a Latchkuuuuuuum, the pineapple, doesn't it? Doesn't it look great doesn't it look good on camera? It looks pretty good on camera. It almost looks better than the on camera. It almost looks better than the whatchamacallit, than the dragon's egg. Yes, I caught Kelly having to compose herself. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think there was a little bit of that. Bortus is harder to read. Yeah, Bortus is hard to read. He's stone-faced. Yeah, Bortus is definitely hard to read. Hello, M.A. Good to see you. I forget his name, but the one-eyed torturer, now fully blind. Do we think we'll see him again, or even if he doesn't see us? He does have the name of the traitor, or the storyline. Yeah, we've been talking about that, M.A. I do think if Topa told the truth, then he knows, right? And I think there's a consensus that we're going to see him again. I think we all pretty much think that we're going to see him again. Not recently, so I agree, says Chuck. I don't know. I don't doubt for a moment there may have been the briefest of a spark, but it can be fleeting. Just because there's an attraction doesn't mean you act on it. Yeah, there's a yeah. So we'll see what comes of it. There's something there, but we'll see what comes of it for sure. Well said. FY, that was a quote from someone much smarter than me about not worrying about tomorrow. Thank you, John. Dolly Parton quote. I have noticed something about this episode. So unnecessarily Charlie Burke. Yeah, you think so? You don't think Charlie Burke was necessary in this episode, Nate? So Nate thinks no. Yes, Kelly plus Bortus. Keltus, sorry. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Keltus. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, douchebag. Charlie's main arc with Isaac has been resolved. So unless she puts her 40 skills into play for the finale, she doesn't have much to do. Yeah, I'm not sure it's fully resolved, but somewhat resolved, right? I don't know. I have a feeling there's a little more there, but yeah, but she's changed her tune totally toward Isaac. Medallion, my many years I've been physically attracted to someone just once and never again. I'm not that heavy a trigger. I'm sorry, I've never been physically attracted. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Was Bortus originally a guy or a girl? Bortus was originally a guy, supposedly. Yeah. Clyde was originally, because I mean, as far as we know, right? Yeah, it's a pineapple. Yeah, no, you wouldn't guess. It looks good. What is it called? The other fruit, a dragon fruit. Is that what it's called? They look good on camera too, but they're smaller. They're a lot smaller. All right, guys, let's go watch let's watch this trailer before we wrap up. Awesome participation, guys. Hello, Ben Thatcher. Good to see you. Joe Lau. Holy crap. Joe Lau, good to see you. Wow. Dude, I have not seen you in the longest time. It's good to, like, before COVID or during the beginning of COVID, man. It is so good. It is good. We have been talking about you on a couple times. A couple YouTubers have. And it's good to know you're okay, dude. It is good to know you're okay. Because we didn't many of us haven't heard from you since COVID. A couple of us were worried. So thanks. Thanks for dropping in. It's good to know you're okay, Joe. Good to see you here. Very, very, very happy to see you, Joe. Very happy to see you. Hope you're well. I really like how Ben says, I really like how they turned wooden acting into a characteristic of a whole race. And even, that's interesting. And even that with that, we still get fantastic acting moments of it. Yeah, that's a good point. That's good. Joe, it's good to see you, Joe Lau. Well, unless Charlie finds a new girlfriend or whatever, says Medallion. Because that's what that was about. She never got a chance to be with someone she was really, yeah, that's true. She was never really into, but never told them how she felt. That's true. I was just explaining Keltis. Okay, as a shipper. Gotcha. I'm not sticking around for the trailer. Been avoiding all these seasons. Okay. We'll see you soon, Lydia. All right, let's watch this before we wrap up. Good to thanks. I'm glad. Yeah, it's been a while. Good to see you. I'm glad you're okay, dude. Glad you're okay. We were talking here earlier in the stream that we have lost some friends in COVID, so it's good to know you're good to know you're good. You're good, Joe. All right, let me just pull that up, and before we wrap up, let's watch that together. And let's see. Let's pull this off of Twitter. And By the way, the end the end is nigh. This thing that let's show this real quick. This is something else that Seth's working on. Let's show this real quick before I show the Orville trailer. All right, I'm going to show this without sound because I don't know what NBC. I don't know how NBC Peacock is going to react setting off any alarms on YouTube. The Orville trailers are okay, the teasers are okay, but I do want to show this. We'll show it just without sound. Guys, check this out. It's from Seth, and from Brandon. Sorry, from Seth, from Brandon Braga and Bill Nye working together. Well, there's right here. Okay, so you guys can see the. This is a series that Brandon is working with. I think it's a 6-parter with Bill Nye as hosting. So you guys will want to check that. There's Seth in it. I'm not sure what role Seth has in production, but you guys are going to want to check this out. So this was on. This is basically about. And listen, let me just say, guys. Let me just say too that thank you, Seth, for creating a future of New York that has not, a future where New York has not been destroyed, like every other disaster movie. It doesn't have to go down that way. I mean, I'm sure we'll get some rising sea levels in the next few, but in the next few decades. But New York doesn't have to necessarily be destroyed. So thank you, Seth. Let me just pull up the Orville trailer. It basically, this is about, if my understanding is correct, this is about reacting to climate change and whatever you think about climate change, whether it's man-made or not man-made, it could very well be natural, just accelerated by man. Whatever you guys think about it, something's going on. So maybe we do have to act responsibly, climate wise, right? And how we interact with Mother Earth. So here's the trailer, guys, and let's show the trailer.
Hang tight, I'm coming. Whenever it's convenient. Working on it.
Just stay on my good side and you'll be fine, hon.
Wow, though that looks great. That looks great. Let me just say, before we're gonna watch it one more time before we wrap up. Hello, I want to say hello to Big Al. Hey Al, good to see you. And Life with Matthew, good to see you, my friends. Good to see all of you. Thank you guys for dropping in. And I thought I saw somebody else in here. So no, Life of Matthew and Big Al. Good to see you. Douchebag Kylo saying good night. Good night, guys. The Kalons are gonna blow up ringed Coruscant. Yeah, this looks awesome. We're gonna watch it one more time before we wrap up. If it doesn't have to, but there's nothing saying we can't get rid of New York. Said Resolute. It doesn't have to be, but there's nothing saying we can't get rid of you. Very funny. Ben Thatcher says, so far the teachers haven't really revealed anything. If anything, They have a tendency to be misleading. I agree. That's great, and that's a great part, which is a good trait for the teaser. Absolutely. Bill Nye, I'm totally a critical scientist. All right, guys. I loved Bill Nye's appearance in Stargate too, with Neil deGrasse Tyson and somebody else. I forget who it was. Looking very Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, dude, this teaser looks like George Lucas put it together himself. To be awesome, it does look awesome, Matthew. All right, let's watch it one more time.
Hang tight, I'm coming. Whenever it's convenient. Working on it.
Just stay on my good side and you'll be fine, hon.
All right, guys. So, yeah, that is the teaser. By the way, you guys, all you guys who have YouTube channels, it is they're not having any problems. Hold on, let me plug myself in. There's no problems with anyone playing these trailers apparently. So that's why I've been playing the trailers, the teasers. Sorry. Hey, Mexican Iron Man, good to see you, Mike. Good to see you. Checking in to say howdy and night night. Overall, it's been a fantastic season 3. I look forward to a multi-extension announcement, says Mike. Yeah, good to see you, Mike. I saw your message while I was streaming, Mike. I'll answer you back. Guys, have a great night. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been here. Regarding the teaser we just saw, Wednesday night for the pre-episode bash, we will be talking about episode 9 on Wednesday at 10:45 Eastern. And don't forget, at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we are on King Dolphin Channel with Raymond. So I want to say hello to good night to everybody in the chat. Galinda, thank you for joining us. Ben Thatcher, Medallion, Tokyo Trekker, Resolute, everybody, Mexican Iron Man, thanks for saying hello, man. Nate, good to see you. Anti-Derivative Jill, Joe Lau, so happy you're okay, dude. Big Al, great to see you. Life with Matthew, good to see you. MA, good to see you. Tokyo Trekker, John Sapola, Chuck Marble, everybody, Maria Tiantelli's been doing a great job. Thank you, moderating. Douchebag Kylo, good to see you. Thank you to everybody. John DeMarco. Let me just scroll back. See, yes, and again, Lydia from Orville 24/7. Good to see everybody who has been in here and everybody who's been in here from the beginning of the stream. Louise Sparrow, thank you. Medallion, thank you for joining us, Medallion. Guys, awesome chat. Thank you for your participation. We had a really good time. Hey, Sean, I didn't say hi to you before. I didn't see you. Good to see you, Sean. And let me scroll back. See, I may have missed somebody recently coming in. So thank you to everybody. It was a great chat. Don't forget Wednesday. Tim, good to see you, Tim. Don't forget Wednesday, Kapla, Bird of Prey. Don't forget, guys, Phantom Outsider. Good to see you, Phantom Outsider. Thanks for your participation. All right, guys. Well, Papa Delta Yankee, Boya Zapatos, Resolute Germ, everybody who's been here. Thank you, guys. We will see you Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern on King Dolphin Channel with Raymond, and 10:45 Eastern, right before the Orville premiere of episode 9, right here on Orville Nation You guys have a blessed night, day, wherever you are. Take care, guys.